Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1428.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about October's Consumer Price Index report is out today. Now, I'm recording this before I know what the number is, and we saw the markets pull back a little bit yesterday with some profit taking based on strong gains that have happened post-election. It may just be some positioning ahead of this inflation report today, but there's also Friday's retail sales report. Today, when the CPI numbers come out, we'll be looking at how much the cost of goods and services have risen. Economists surveyed by Dow Jones are expecting the CPI to increase 0.2% for the month, which would put the 12-month rate of inflation at 2.6%, which is still above the Fed's preferred rate of 2%, but looks like it's maintaining in the lower range. The pace of inflation is one of the key components to informing the Federal Reserve's decision to cut or maintain interest rates. Other economic data this week include the Producer Price Index data and retail sales numbers, which will be announced on Thursday and Friday. Scott Helfstein, head of investment at Global X ETFs, said, "This is a busy week with consumer prices, producer prices, and retail sales, all of which could signal that the economy remains strong." He said, ironically, markets may be less sensitive to data this week after the election and the Fed cut last week. We've seen the markets rally sharply since the election, and small cap stocks in particular, which are viewed as a potential beneficiary of the Trump return to the White House, were broadly under pressure, with the Russell 2000 dipping about 1.8% yesterday. Shares of Tesla have been up 31% since Election Day, and they sank more than 6% yesterday, and that means that stocks may have already gotten ahead of themselves. We saw some records, with the Dow closing above 44,000 for the first time on Tuesday, and the S&P 500 having its first close above 6,000. This is due to optimism that a second term for Trump could bring lower taxes and looser regulation, which would be a boon to the broader market. We've seen 177 stocks on the New York Stock Exchange reach 52-week highs versus 66 stocks reaching new 52-week lows. On the NASDAQ, new highs topped new lows by 257 to 141. Small company stocks have been on a tear because they can benefit from less regulation. The Russell 2000 index of small stocks is up about 6% compared to a week ago. The dollar's been getting stronger, and that's caused precious metals to pull back sharply. The dollar index gained 0.4% yesterday to 105.95. Month to date, the dollar has strengthened 1.9% against a basket of 6 major currencies. And we saw it rise 0.5% against the Japanese yen, which marked the yen's weakest level against the dollar since July of 2024. Meanwhile, crypto stocks have surged double digits, and Coinbase traded for over $300 for the first time since 2021. Many crypto enthusiasts are bullish about the future of the industry under a second Donald Trump presidency. Crypto stocks were propelled by Bitcoin, which continues to hit new highs. It rose above $80,000 over the weekend and approached the $90,000 mark Monday night. Many people think the bull market is here for crypto as well as for altcoins. And Standard Chartered Bank came out and said they expect the crypto market to reach $10 trillion of market cap by the end of 2025. To put things in perspective, the S&P 500 notched its third best presidential election week since 1928. The broad index climbed around 4.7% over last week, a time frame that included the presidential election won by Donald Trump. The gain is the third highest in a presidential election week for the S&P 500 when looking at nearly a century's worth of data. Bespoke found that looking back to 1928, only 2 presidential election weeks have brought stronger returns for the S&P 500. The best on record took place in 1932 when Franklin D. Roosevelt won. Bitcoin is now up 107% for the year, Sharply behind Dogecoin, which has been doing well since Elon Musk's involvement with Doge and his projected Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, the symbol for Doge. Doge is up 330% this year. And XRP, which had been lagging all year, is now up almost 15% year to date. We're still anticipating possible stablecoin legislation before year end, which could mean a big difference for XRP. Overall, the economy looks healthy, inflation looks like it's under control, interest rates are trending down, and it looks like the stock market and crypto would like to move higher. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more wealth tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.